Hello everyone, welcome to today's 看新闻学中文 session. Today we are going to dive into the topic of the US-China trade war and discuss its effect on the global economy. We will focus on 3 news articles, each presenting a different perspective on the trade war. For the first article, 中美贸易战将对全球经济造成什么影响？This article from BBC talks about the broader consequences of the trade war on the global economy. The author argues that the trade war between the US and China not only affects the two countries but also impacts the global trade, supply chains, and even consumer prices. 首先，贸易战 means trade war, 全球经济 means global economy, 造成什么什么影响 means something cause an impact.or have an impact on something. 这里我们重点来学习造成什么什么影响这个词。造成指的是引发、导致、产生某种结果或后果，通常是不好的后果。It means lead to or result in something negative. 影响指的是对事物的作用或改变，可以是正面的，也可以是负面的。It means a positive or negative influence. 这场大雨造成了交通的严重堵塞。The heavy rain caused severe traffic congestion. 他迟到造成了会议的延误。His tardiness caused a delay on the meeting. 环境污染对环境造成了极大的影响。The pollution issue has caused a huge impact on the environment.这项政策的实施对经济造成了积极的影响。The implementation of this policy has had a positive impact on the economy. 接下来我们看第二篇报道，美释放中美贸易谈判假消息，只能让问题变得更为复杂。This article from Sina News highlights how rumors and false reports about trade negotiations can only complicate the issue further.The article criticized the release of misleading information by both the US and Chinese media, which fuels confusion and uncertainty about the trade talks. 释放 means release, 贸易谈判 means trade negotiation, and 假消息 means fake news. 我们重点来看一下让问题变得更为复杂这个表达。它的意思是某些因素或行动让原本简单的问题变得难以解决，增加了不确定性或变数。这句话可以应用于各种情景，比如工作、讨论、决策或思考问题的时候。英文可以解释为 make the problem more complicated or complicated the issue。让表示使，即使某事变得怎么样 make something become something。更为与更有相似的意思，但更为较书面化和较正式。更为 is more like written language。复杂 means complicated。我们一起来看几个例子。他本来只想处理一些小问题，但朋友的无理要求让问题变得更为复杂，最终他陷入了两难境地。She initially wants to address some minor issues, but her friend's unreasonable demands make the situation more complicated, and she ended up in a dilemma. 在面对公司的财务危机时，突然的市场波动让问题变得更为复杂，我们不得不重新审视我们的应对策略。The sudden market fluctuations during the company's financial crisis complicated the issue.And we had to reassess our response strategy. 接下来我们看第三篇报道，中美持续对抗，贸易关系瓦解，危及全球经济。This article from the New York Times discussed the long-term consequences of the US-China trade war. He argues that the trade relationships between the two countries continue to deteriorate. The global economy is at risk.The article highlights how tariffs and trade restriction can lead to a breakdown in global cooperation, affecting not only the US and China, but also the rest of the world. 持续 means continuously. 对抗 means antagonize or antagonization. And 瓦解 means collapse. 危急 means in danger. 我们重点来学习瓦解这个词。瓦解是一个动词，指的是把某个原本完整的事物、体系、结构或关系拆散、打破，使其失去原有的功能或形态。瓦解 is a verb that means to break apart or dismantle something that was originally complete or whole, leading to its collapse or disintegration. It often implies a thorough, complete collapse of a structure, system, or relationship. 下面来看几个例子。不切实际的计划瓦解了整个项目。The unrealistic plan eventually collapsed the entire project. 这场革命瓦解了旧有的社会体系。The revolution broke down the old social system. 长期的内部分歧最终瓦解了这个团队的合作。The long-standing internal conflicts eventually broke apart the cooperation within the team. That's all for today's video. I hope you gain a better understanding of the US-China trade war and its global impact. Don't forget to practice new vocabularies and discuss these topics with others. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.